Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from Murray on Main in Ardmore.
This shop is actually a piece of Murray State College. This location and one like it in the college's hometown of Tishomingo provide a hands-on environment for students pursuing careers in business and management. At the same time, it's an incredible shopping experience full of unique products. We'll show you around throughout the show.
But first, how about a quick trip to get away from it all?
We found a place not too far from my hometown of Lawton. Let's check out the Lazy Buffalo Cabins in Cache.
We are in Cache, Oklahoma at the Lazy Buffalo. The Southwest Oklahoma is just so rich in history with the wildlife refuge being just right here and basically our back door. There's 5,900 acres of just beauty, of God's beauty in the mountains with the wildlife. And so we just wanted to open this up so that families could come and just enjoy some quiet time.
We got elk, we got deer, and abundance of wildlife just around. You might be sitting out here on one of these old rocking chairs and the elk come out here in the yard. The good Lord's really blessed us with all we do.
We have 5 cabins. Each one has a different decor and a different theme. It's decorated to go with something that happened around this area. Most of the history that we focused on is in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. We just picked out things that are probably the more talked about things and the things that we thought people needed to know. I mean, about history, so that we don't lose. I guess we're getting older and we don't want to lose that history, and we want our kids to know what it was like around here years ago.
It's really great for people just to drive up, punch a code and come on in the house. Makes you feel at home. When people's out here having fun, they can play horseshoes. We got horseshoes set up. And then they got the new deal where they throw at these boards.
Cornhole.
Cornhole. I'm from the old school. I don't know what they call them, but anyway, they play a lot of it. And my wife's the one that talked me into putting the horseshoes in. And I said, well, I don't know if they'll beat around on that or not, but she said, we come in that first night, I put them in, and that night there was 4 people up there playing. It's just been a true blessing that what we put together here, watching people enjoy people. When me and my wife comes in, and the evening and stuff, they'll be sitting down here on the porch cooking and enjoying life. It just can't get no better than this.
The Lazy Buffalo Cabins are located at 16260 Highway 115 in Cache. You can read more about them and book your stay on their website, lazybuffalocabins.com. If you want an escape from today but can't make a trip like that, no worries.
You can take a trip back in time at the Oklahoma History Center. Let's take a look.
The vision started even before the construction on the Oklahoma History Center over 15 years ago. And from the beginning, that vision was to have the new History Center be a community center for the state. And because of that, they literally built in a lot of flexibility.
One of the things that's the most fun about the building is how adaptable it truly is, and how it can reflect different activities, different exhibits, different special events. And that's part of the fun, is seeing it take on so many different personas over time.
Large public spaces in the middle are the centerpiece by which the parts of the building are connected. The atrium is the site of countless events through the years. Public meeting spaces, classrooms, and different multi-purpose areas are utilized all the time. The Research Center is one of the pillars of the Historical Society and the Oklahoma History Center.
The collections are absolutely remarkable. Tens of thousands of reference books, tens of thousands of original maps, hundreds of thousands of feet of film footage, and in fact, the last number I heard was over 10 million feet of historic film footage.
Another promise made early on in planning the History Center was it would always be different and never cease to have new things.
Every year, we generally change 10 to 12 major exhibits and several smaller exhibits every year. So literally, you're able to come to the History Center every month of the year and see something new and different.
One of the many things I enjoy about visiting the Oklahoma History Center is you can come here and literally see the world.
And of course, you can see all kinds of Oklahoma history through the 5 primary galleries, the newest of which, speaking of the world, has a new permanent exhibit called Launch to Landing, Oklahomans and Space. The centerpiece of the exhibit is a flown Apollo command module. But
we don't focus on technology so much, but on people, on the story of Oklahomans and people that have lived here and how the state has impacted them and how that impacts the space program, because it does.
All the galleries, of course, have different themes.
The gallery we're standing in right now is devoted to the stories of American Indians in Oklahoma. And it's, of course, a central part of who and what we are.
The staff at the History Center worked with an advisory group representing multiple tribes.
And we literally sat down with them and said, we have what is going to be the single largest space devoting to one topic. And we would like to devote that to the story of American Indians in Oklahoma. But we want it to be your story, not our interpretation of your story.
From exhibits reflecting commerce, aviation, television, and the arts, hundreds of years of Oklahoma history and stories of thousands of Oklahomans and so much more can be found at this very impressive center.
Since the History Center opened, and we've been open now 15 years, we have directly, by count, impacted almost 3 million people.
The Oklahoma History Center is located right next to the state capitol in Oklahoma City on Nazi Zudi Drive. They're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Air Force, Marines, Army, Navy.
A special shop that salutes veterans will show you where.
I love that she carries a lot of stuff that's made here in Oklahoma.
And something for everyone who loves Oklahoma at this Norman store.
We always get the onion rings, and the order is so large, the plate is just heaped plumb up with onion rings.
Plus, come hungry, you'll want to fill up on all the great eats at this Meeker hotspot. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Why order a free Oklahoma outdoor guide? Uncover unique wonders. Cultivate your curiosity. And wake up your wild side. Order or download your free copy today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from Murray on Main in Ardmore, a project of Murray State College and a great place to shop. And if you're in the market for something a veteran you know would appreciate, Oklahoma is home to a great place to find it.
Shadowbox military gear carries military gear, especially for veterans. Jason Grubbs is going to show us around.
At 56 in South Mingo in Tulsa, you'll find a special store.
And we will have video. We will have audio comments from Lassie as things go by.
Guarded by a dog named Lassie.
This is her job. She's the door alarm.
Run by retired Air Force Staff Sergeant J.R. Becker.
It gives the guys and girls a place to come in that are veterans. Things that they want.
Shadowbox military gear carries items for all branches of service.
Air Force, Marines, Army, Navy.
There are frames for license plates, patches, pins, and decals, shirts and custom leather vests. Some items are only for the select few.
Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Silver Star, a combat infantry badge, and a Navy SEAL hat. If you don't have documentation that it's yours, you're not getting a hat.
The store has dozens of hats covering decades of conflicts, from World War II on up to modern-day operations in Iraq.
Vietnam location caps. These caps represent the locations of the various bases that were there in Vietnam.
As it says in the store's name, they build custom shadow boxes for veterans. Staff Sergeant Becker confirms every order through what's called a DD-214.
That's your discharge paper. It gives you your time in service, places you've been in, your date of rank, your awards. Anything that I put into a shadow box is reviewed.
Staff Sergeant Becker says the box represents more than a history of service. It's a family legacy.
It's something that they can pass on or go back and review. It shows how, what, when, where, and why, where you've been, what you did, the different countries you've been to.
And he remembers every box he's handmade. This one he did for the daughter of a World War II veteran, a prisoner of war during the Battle of the Bulge.
It was interesting, the history within that, checking into the background. He had escaped from that Stalag 3 times. And I told her, I said, you're lucky your dad was alive. 3 times he escaped.
Among all the items for sale are history lessons and real-life stories. Much like a museum, Staff Sergeant Becker has some of his personal military items on display, and he's happy to share them with anyone who walks through the door.
It's very beneficial. It's very self-rewarding to be able to do this for the veterans here in the community.
At Shadowbox Military Gear in South Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Shadowbox Military Gear is located at 5635 South Mingo Road in Tulsa. Head up their Facebook page or website for more information on hours of operation.
For shopping for that special veteran to just finding something special.
There's a place in Norman that says you can always find something for someone on your list. Deanne Stein takes us to Tulips.
The homey storefront at Tulips Home and Gift on Norman's Campus Corner instantly draws you in.
I love when people come in and I get to chat with them, and sometimes people will come in and we'll just hang out and talk for 30 minutes.
Then they shop.
I just kind of fell in love with the store and the items they have. I love Paige and kind of how her heart is about the store.
Paige Bill and her mother Susan Potts bought the store in 2014. They kept the name but changed the merchandise to make it more gift-oriented.
I mainly just buy stuff that I think I would buy for myself or for other people, so luckily it has worked and people like my taste.
And she has packed every corner of the store with a wide selection of items, including home decor and candles for any room, bath and body products, and even gourmet food mixes, many made here in Oklahoma.
We have a really sweet couple that makes jelly for us, and they have, I think, like 9 different flavors of jelly.
I love that she carries a lot of stuff that's made here in Oklahoma. I also love the holiday things, so lots of the tea towels and the decorative items for Halloween and Christmas.
Upstairs, she has a large assortment of Oklahoma-inspired products like pillows, dish towels, and platters, and everything can be gift wrapped and delivered locally.
If you can't find a gift in here, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
A big part of their business is gift registries for weddings and for babies, so much so that they've opened Tiny Tulips here next door.
I love their registry. I registered here for my wedding, and all my Norman friends, of course, wanted to shop local, and so bought all my wedding registry stuff here. We just registered here for our baby.
We have everything they picked out in a crib, which is really fun, so then people can come and just see what all they picked out and pick it out, and then we'll deliver it to the showers.
They have like all the sweet brands that you would want.
I just think it's so fun. It's like the thrill of helping people find the perfect gift for people.
Whether you live here or are just visiting, Paige will make sure you leave as a friend and never empty-handed. Discovering Oklahoma and Norman, I'm Deanne Stein.
Tulips is located at 570 Buchanan on Campus Corner in Norman. They're open 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday. You can also shop on their website, tulipshome.com.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
With our kids, we're 5 generations here in Coweta, and this is our hometown, and we're very proud of it.
A family tradition in Coweta brings joy to shoppers and crafters alike.
Country, home-style cooking, like your grandma would make.
And down-home cooking that will have you coming back for more. We'll show you where a little bit later, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Imagine limitless possibilities with the Oklahoma Travel Guide. Imagine world-class wonderlands, road trips that inspire. Imagine date night elevated. Order your free guide at travelok.com. Imagine that.
Welcome back to Murray on Main and Ardmore, one of 2 locations, the other in Tishomingo, a project of Murray State College. For those students, this location is an opportunity for hands-on retail experience.
And for one Coweta family, their business isn't just an opportunity, it's a blessing. Julie Chen explains.
Coweta's Broadway district is a great choice if you're looking for a day trip destination. Here you'll find restaurants, places to pamper yourself, and original retail stores like 4 Tons of Blessings, where you can even take a piece of the town home with you. 4 Tons of Blessings is a made-in-Oklahoma boutique and home craft store with deep Oklahoma roots.
With our kids, we're 5 generations here in Coweta, and this is our hometown, and we're very proud of it.
The whole family has had a hand in this hometown business. Misty's husband hand cuts the local wood used for crafts. Her dad's in charge of sanding, and her 4 kids, her blessings, are where the store's name comes from.
All of our children's names end in T-O-N. We have Colton, Peyton, Heston, and Jackson, 3 boys and a girl.
The store is divided into 2 parts. Up front, you'll find the boutique featuring unique gift items from 18 local vendors. There's leather goods, hand-forged silver, and more.
We've got people that do hand-painted glassware. We've got mixes, we've got candles, children's clothes, all sorts of things.
When you walk in that door, it's a lot of it is crafts and ladies, but hey, there's guy stuff in here.
Beyond the boutique sits the craft studio. It's here Misty sells her original design, custom take-home craft kits.
We try to keep 2 dozen, so about 24 offerings on our website at a time. And basically what happens is we send them to the website, they order their kits, and they pick them up here. Our rule of thumb is if they order by Tuesday at midnight, then they're able to pick it up the following Saturday.
There are door hangers, wooden signs, ceramics, and barn quilts.
The barn quilt is my favorite because we're getting them all over town, and hopefully it'll be a destination where people will follow the barn quilts on a map and see all of them through our town. So we have several that are around Coweta, so we wanted to be a part of that.
Our best seller right now is our 5-foot planter box. And so the planter box has the welcome to our home, and it's personalized at the bottom too, with your name and your established date or whatever you want to put on there. It comes with the letters HOME, which are 3-dimensional, cut out separately. It comes with add-ons for the seasons. So you use command strip Velcro to put them on, and you can change them out for the different seasons. That has been huge.
No matter which project you pick, the kids have everything you need to craft at home.
She puts everything together in the kits. We don't have to tape, paintbrushes, everything she supplies. And then she goes online and shows us how to put it together.
Misty makes it easy, but if crafting is not your thing, the store can complete the project for you. 4 tons of blessings. Stop in to shop, make art, and make memories.
When my family comes, we have a Sister's Day usually, and they're all from out of state, and this is one of the very top things on their list is to come to Misty's and paint a project, and we just have so much fun doing it.
It's like a family down here, and I love that.
In Coweta, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
4 Tons of Blessings Boutique is located at 120 North Broadway in Coweta. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
We make all our desserts homemade, from scratch.
The location where you've got to save room for what comes after the entree when Discover Oklahoma continues.
There's some things you just can't contain. Oklahoma Today magazine is bursting with culture. Mind-blowing restaurants, trips, adventures, and so much more. This Valentine's Day, surprise your special someone with an irresistible 1-year subscription. Now only $14.95. Oklahoma Today magazine. Break through the ordinary.
We've had a great time today doing a little shopping here at Murray on Main and Ardmore.
And as we wrap up this show before we head home, you know we're going to have to find a place to eat.
That's right, and Casey Kennedy has a great suggestion for us. Let's head to Ladonna's Cafe in Meeker.
We are in Meeker, Oklahoma at Ladonna's Grill. We've been here for 20 years. My parents bought it 2001. Country, home-style cooking, like your grandma would make when you go to her house. Everything from scratch and just the comfort foods that you want to have.
We love coming to Ladonna's because they give you large portions of food. It's fresh, homemade every day. It's just very delicious.
They're friendly. I like to support my town, and I like the food. I've been coming here for years and never knew they had the gringo on the menu, and I saw it one day and I thought I'd order it, and I eat it nearly every time. Fries with queso, ground beef, jalapenos, cilantro, and it's delicious.
Chicken fried steak, chicken strips, hamburger steak is a big seller, beans and cornbread. We do also sell Mexican food, pasta, seafood, steaks. We do prime rib on Friday nights.
We always come on Fridays for the prime rib. It's really special. Today I got the Indian taco.
We sell a ton of our hand-dipped onion rings.
We always get the onion rings, and the order is so large. The plate is just heaped plumb up with onion rings. You'll have plenty for the whole family.
Fried piccolos that are really good, loaded fries, a little bit of everything. Queso that we make from scratch as well. Salads. We make all our desserts homemade from scratch. Everyone raves about the chicken livers or the beef livers. Our meatloaf is also a really big seller.
Onion rings are amazing, the chicken strips, just everything here is wonderful. We always try to come in on Thursdays for the Indian taco specials, but our family, we really support this place. They've been wonderful through all the things that's been going on the past few months, and Meeker's very blessed to be able to have this restaurant here.
It is the must stop. They're here open all the time. We love coming here.
You'll find Ladonna's Grill at 524 South Dawson in Meeker. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and 11 to 3 on Sunday.
No matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a really good place to eat. All you have to do is just log on to the website travelok.com to download it, or click Request Free Brochures to get your copy by mail.
A big thank you to the great folks here at Murray on Main and Ardmore for hosting us this week. Again, this is part of Murray State College in Tishomingo, with a location there too. You'll find college gear here, but also so much more. Clothing, jewelry, and home goods attract out-of-town shoppers and help provide revenue for college and internship opportunities for students. We hope you'll plan your trip today.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, the beauty of stained glass. See where they're making it in Tulsa and how you might be able to try your hand at it too.
Plus, we're exploring one of the hottest tourist spots in the state, year-round trout fishing at Beaver's Bend. It's all coming up next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.